What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Still working on that sad song. The EQing is still super fucked up. Here's the drop again. So today's topic is one that I did on Horsemeet too one time, but it's why are guys scared to ask girls on dates? From the last video, people were like, oh, like you don't understand, you know, you're objectively more attractive than me, you know, it's like I'm ugly and worthless and girls hate me. I feel like that's the biggest self-sabotaging cop-out I've ever heard. And you're probably like, oh, you don't understand, but I mean, look, that guy who made that YouTube video, the one how he's complaining about how ugly he was and the struggles, he just got married. On top of that, you know, I think, you know, I give this example. I have a friend, right? I have a couple friends who are objectively very not attractive. One of them, he weighs about like 320. He's literally like queso, literally. He's very tall. He used to be a football player. And he's not an attractive guy, you know, but he's extremely funny, extremely confident, has a great personality, doesn't let that affect him, and girls love him, dude. He has a girlfriend, he's had multiple girlfriends, and he's like, what, 320 pounds, he's balding. If he sees this, he's gonna be like, fuck you, but on top of that, you know, I also know guys who are extremely, extremely attractive, right? And they're just weirdos, you know what I'm saying, around girls. It's like, I mean, you know, there's guys I know that who are like ripped, great looking, great facial hair, great haircut, they even got tattoos and stuff, but around girls, they're just weirdos. So like the girl will be like interested in how he looks, come up, be like, hey, what's up? He fucking blows it every time because like he just says weird shit, does weird shit. There's a lot of guys like that. And then there's like a lot of guys in the middle who aren't that attractive, aren't that ugly, have great confidence, and like, you know, are just like charismatic, and they pull more than the guys who are 10 out of 10 weirdos. It comes down to personality, and just to be like, oh, I'm ugly, girls hate me, you know, that's kind of a cop-out. Or if you're like genuinely just a weirdo, like you're creepy, you know, you fucking ask weird questions, you're too pushy, and then no girls want you, and then you sit there and be like, oh my god, these girls, I hate women, bro, they don't want me. Like, nah, bro, you're just a weirdo. You're a creep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet guys don't like you that much either. You know what I mean? It's not how you look. It's that you're creepy and weird. Overall, you know, this video applies to the guys in the middle that, you know, they just are scared to ask girls on dates and stuff. And I'm always like, I mean, dude, I have some of the worst rejection stories that you've ever heard. And I also used to be fat, and, you know, I was around, you know, 240 pounds at one point. I mean, but that was my choice. I was bulking, but it just got way out of hand and I got really fat. So like my face was really like, you know, like I couldn't breathe that well. Like I had a stomach, I had like man titties and shit. And I've also been extremely ripped on prep. I've been rejected so many times. It's like, at this point, like I should be an incel, but I'm not. But I mean, it just seems like, what's the big deal? You know, just go up, and if you're interested in her, just go up and be like, hey man, hey, like I'm interested in you. Do you like want to go on a date or something? Don't be weird and creepy and awkward. And if she says no, she says no. You know what I'm saying? Like, people let these failures and these rejections like fucking ruin their lives. They're like, they hold it with them forever, and like they're all traumatized and shit. Like at that point, you're just a pussy. You know what I'm saying? To let one rejection affect you for the rest of your life like that, or two, or even three, you know, like you were just bound to be single forever anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because like everyone gets rejected. Like everyone's been through that shit. There was one time, I have some bad ones from my youth, bro. There was one time I saved up money to buy this girl a necklace, and I was like, hey, I really like you, like here's this. and it was like a $20 necklace, and she swatted it out of my hand. Everyone saw that shit was traumatizing, but I was young though. I mean, that doesn't even like count. And you know, there's times where like you go on like dates that are really weird or awkward, like you guys just don't get along, you know, but to let those things just fuck you up forever, you know what I'm saying, is honestly just a personal issue. Just like go up and say what's up. Like I feel like, I mean, I'm making this video because like I see like people on the fucking internet. I mean, that's my first problem. But they act like girls aren't human beings, you know, that just want the same thing that you do, you know, just to like meet someone that's chill and they can spend time with. Like, not everything has to be fucking storybook fairy tale, you know what I'm saying? So if you just go up and say, hey, like, I'm interested, like, you know, and she says no, then she says no, man. Just don't let that shit get to you. Be like, all right, well, you know, I shot my shot, at least I'm not a pussy, you know what I'm saying? Then you like, the alternative is going home feeling like a bitch. Do you really want to go home and feel like a pussy every day? Like, and beat off to porn and just like, at least you tried, bare minimum, you know what I'm saying? Another one is these games that people play. It's like they're too scared to just ask straight up questions or be like, hey, like, I'm interested in you, you know what I'm saying? If you say I like you, right, and she says yes back, then good for you. And if she says no, then she says no, man. You know, it, like, at least you know for sure, rather than playing these stupid Snapchat games like you're in, like, you know, like you're fucking 16. If you are 16 and you're doing that Snapchat shit, I guess that's acceptable for your age group. But if you're like over 20 and you're like sitting on Snapchat after she responds to you, waiting a certain amount of time to respond back because you don't want to be like the guy who opens Snapchats too weird, you know, stop acting like a fucking 16-year-old, dude. You're 20, all right? You've grown out of that shit. It's pathetic, bro. Just like, if you want something, I feel like just be straight up about it, and like, if you're interested in somebody, and just ask. And being so scared of like rejection and failure is just like debilitating, you know? It's like, how are you supposed to achieve anything if you're just scared of failing all the time, you know? That's not, you won't get anywhere, you know? You'll just hit brick walls because you're bound to fail in everything a bunch of times. So like, you're just gonna hit all these brick walls and never get anywhere, and your life's gonna suck. And then like, at the end of it, when your life sucks dick, you have no one to blame but yourself, you know? You're lonely as shit, you know, like you beat off to porn all day. You can blame yourself for that, you know? Like, and like, people will like blame their looks and all these different things. Like I remember there was like, even like burn victim. There was a burn victim in my school, and he was like, half his face was burned. But he was just such a like charming, amazing guy, and he didn't let that hold him back, and he ended up getting a girlfriend because he was just so sick. He was just a cool motherfucker, dude. And some people will look at their like things like that, and it's hard for me to say because I don't have anything like that. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I understand. But I feel like confidence, you know, confidence and a good attitude gets you way further than you think. And just 3 things, right? Confidence, good attitude, and being like willing to accept just like failures and rejections, you know, and not letting them like hold you back, you know. And just, you know, just ask to like, rather than playing all these games, just be like, hey, like, would you be down to get a coffee sometime or see the new Dune movie, which was fucking gas, by the way. You know, so yeah, I mean, there's someone out there for everybody. You just got to go find it and not be a weirdo. You know, and if your whole personality is just awkward, weird, being way too pushy, obviously no girl's gonna like you, dude. It's not your looks. You gotta fix your fucking personality, because like, people think you're weird as shit. They're like, oh, I can't fix it, I'm weird. As soon as you say it, like, you can't like do better at something, like you've already failed. Like, there's no hope for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those people that have accepted that shit, like, I mean, part of the problem is it's the self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? It's like the self-sabotage constantly saying you can't do shit. Because at that point, yeah, you won't be able to do shit because you're self-sabotaging constantly. You just always tell yourself that like you're worthless and can't do anything. You know, like, so obviously what's gonna happen? You're gonna be worthless and not do anything. But yeah, man, just go ask that girl on a date, man. You know, just be like, hey, what's up? Like, would you be interested in coffee? You know, and maybe she says yes, and then you just have a good time. It's not that deep. You don't gotta like try and fuck her, do some crazy shit. Like, just try and like have a good time with people. You know, because at the end of the day, girl or boy, people are people. You know, they just want to have a good time, because like, I feel like life is hard enough as it is. With all the other exterior events, you know, making it worse with like relationships and stuff like that is, nothing but taxing on your mind, you know, just, so yeah, man, I guess the overarching thing is that just be confident, be happy, man, be okay with failing, and just be straightforward, man. Just be like, hey, like, I'm interested in you, you know? Like, you know how many girls have told me that they've never been taken on a date, and how many guys are like, oh, I'm terrified to ask girls on dates? I don't know why, man. Like, you could die in a car accident tomorrow. Like, I could die in a car accident and make one of these fucking videos, you know? And then I'm gonna lay on the street after I get flung through the fucking windshield, completely mangled, and as I'm dying, I'm like, oh, fuck. I was a pussy the whole time because I didn't do shit. I was scared of everything. You know what I'm saying? And we get hit with a nuke in World War III, and then as I see the mushroom cloud, I'm about to get vaporized. I'm like, damn, bro, I lived my life as a fucking pussy. That sucks. And now it's all wasted, you know? Yeah, man. That's the topic of the video. So I guess the takeaways are, don't be a weirdo, be confident, be okay with failing. And always, dude, if you don't look good, last thing, if you don't look good, you can always look better, okay? Not all of us are gonna be fucking Ryan Reynolds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't lose, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always things you can improve upon, but you can always, like, look better. You know, maybe, like, start exercising, start eating healthy, maybe get a new haircut, you know? Like, everyone can be at least, like, a 7 or a 6.5 if they really, like, want to, you know? But if you just don't give a fuck about yourself, and you just want to look like shit, not shower, no personal hygiene, you know, not exercise, eat like shit all the time, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, okay, well, that's also another form of self-sabotage. Like, you're doing it to yourself, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's the video, guys. Hope you learned something. Don't be a pussy. Get ready to fail repeatedly, but then the one that doesn't fail makes all the failures worth it. You know what I'm saying? That one time that you win instead of failing, it'll make it all worth it. Anyway, all right, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys are having a great day. The Horsemeet t-shirts dropped yesterday, dude. They're actually almost half sold out. I was saying people had time to get one, but actually you don't. They're actually probably gonna sell out pretty quickly if you don't get one. So yeah, get a Horsemeet t-shirt. It's on my Instagram bio, which is Horsemeet1 and Horsemeet2. I have 2 accounts on Instagram. Hit the link tree if you want a t-shirt. Yeah, alrighty, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.